You'll hear the volume adjust right now. What an amateur move. What a noob move. All right. Adjust your volume. I think it automatically turns on once I turn that on. So welcome, Joey. Our members have been long standing here, and they're a great. I got to go a little closer. I don't know why it looks so far away. A great bunch of people. You'll get to watch the videos like this video that I'm uploading today. The public won't be able to see it for quite some time. What a beauty. What a beauty this is. What an absolute stunner. And has a see on the rim, it has kind of I don't know, you want to call that a collar error or a misaligned strike. Somehow it's around almost the whole collar, which is kind of odd. So it's probably a collar error around the whole rim. I hope you stick around for a while. I hope you enjoy the early content. And of course, for me as a creator, I want to thank you for supporting the channel, and that's what I hope to get some more of as the channel continues to grow. We're almost doing about 1,000 subscribers a month, close to 950. It goes up and down. We hit like 965 a couple days ago. Here's one of those pennies I was talking about. Holy moly. Almost looks like a proof. Misaligned die also. What an absolute stunner. These, forget about it, man. I get nuts, man. I get nuts when I see stuff like that. Another beauty. And, I don't know. There's not much more besides that I can say. That when the channel gets support from people, from either strangers, right, or subscribers who have been with, like, we have a few subscribers who they're very active on the channel, and like, I hope one day to become members. I mean, it's not obviously it's not a prerequisite or anything, but they leave a lot of comments, and it would be so cool if they left comments on videos that I make. Now, of course, I take vacations, I get sick, stuff like that happen. Then there are certain days I do not upload videos. And then I try to make it up on other days by uploading maybe 2. Every once in a while, I'll do 3. If I'm, man, I got like super energy or something, you know what I mean? Here goes another one of those shiny copper edges. Look at this, man. Oh, and they're all copper, man. That's the part that always killed me about. What's this on the edge? You go out just a little bit. Might be too close. There you go. All right. Little shape. So yeah, there are times I just came back from vacation. We have a little die clash there. Let me get my little pointer. It looks to be a very slight die clash. Typically, you'll see it right there in the neck or in the back of the neck, front the neck. Very slight. Yeah, I do see it though. And then on the reverse, you usually see a die clash also when you see that, which we have another light die clash here. So I get happy when we get new members. It's really cool, and I am grateful. If I'm, I might not say it every day to my members how grateful I am, but I am, and you know, trust me, I am. Believe me, the channel wouldn't be the same. You know, the channel wouldn't be the same, especially with the long time members we have here. They to me they've become like friends, and I don't know what else to say. I don't have many friends in my life. I'll be honest with you. You know, there's some special people in my life, but I don't have many friends. And when someone joins my channel and they say, "Oh, I'm going to support you with this small, contribution," that means the world to me. Okay, so my goal is to identify what's going on with pennies. That's my goal of the channel. All right, to give a quick rundown, and some people might come and, for whatever reason, not be aware of what I'm doing here. Look at this, man. Look at this. Is to identify things that are going on with the penny. One, either they're created at the mint, or two, that they're created outside the mint. Issues that are created outside the mint are considered post-mint damage. Issues that are created at the mint are considered errors. Another nice die clash. Not strong, it's also weak. I'm going to put this with the other one in case we find more. They're pretty weak. Yeah, that was the other one, right? All right. And what was going on with that 75 we found? Was it just, oh, it was the rim. Okay. And I guess lastly would be to look for, good condition copper coins like we've been finding. Usually you cannot even, like the coins we're looking at here, most of these pennies, like this one here, you might find, I find a penny like this every, I don't know, 5 or 6 penny rolls. Yeah, that's about right. Of customer submit. Even I started doing bank wrap, federal wrap penny rolls lately, but I'll find like one in this condition with a shiny edge, like every 5 or 6 or 10 rolls. One. So to find 10 of them in one roll is extraordinary. It would take about 60, 70, 80 rolls, 100 rolls to find 10. What we're finding in this one roll today would take about 100 rolls. And, again, I got super duper lucky. 1969, we're looking for the floating roof. Weak FG, it has neither. And every once in a while, when you do this long enough, right? And if you're watching the channel and you're doing like some research on your own, right? And the links below are most of the, oh, that's another beauty. Most of the in the description of every one of my long videos, right? And this video included, below the picture, there are links. Some of those links are for educational purposes, right? And there's one that says, um, what's it say? I'll tell you right now exactly what it says. Something to the effect of non considered worthless doubling to most coin collectors. double dies. And that that has the three types of doubling that are not double dies on that specific link, right? And it's super interesting, super educational, and a super important part of identifying double dies from non-double dies. So there's three of them. There's the I think it's abrasion doubling, mechanical doubling, and what's the third one? It'll come to me. And so I had to learn that. I was taught a lot of the things I was also taught from others. Some of the stuff by our members. We have very knowledgeable members. And and other things are from doing research on my own, right? Because I want to know what something is, and then I'll go look for it. And the things that I learned, I'm here to pass it on to others. That's it. The same way it was passed on to me, I plan to pass it on to other people. Wow, man. Bam, 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 bam. Absolutely stunning. Look at this edge. What an interesting edge this has. It was banged around somewhere. No extra value. I also talk about the value of pennies when I find one. I do a lot of research on eBay and current sales, and I like to stay on top of it because to me the 1969 no floating roof, no weak FG. To me, part of the purpose in looking through these pennies is to find ones that have value. For example, great example right here. This is a mint state penny. This penny is probably an MS. It has the thumbprint really doesn't affect it much. I've seen 69s with thumbprints on it. I always thought so. And also, to one of the other things I like to do on this channel is to separate the misinformation, the BS from the truth. And people get crazy about, like, for example, using gloves. There's no point in using gloves except for two examples. One is to keep your fingers dirty, and that's the most keep your fingers clean from getting dirty, and that's the most important thing to use gloves for. 99.999999999% of the pennies that you're going to find in a penny roll are worth a penny up to probably $5, $10 on the exceptional. Then of course you can find the exceptional error, and that's different. But even those, most of them are not going to be in proof-like condition. I think I might have found one proof penny, and I found one proof nickel. You know when you find them because they look like they're from another planet in comparison to the pennies in the penny roll. The other reason to use gloves is if you're handling very valuable coins. When I say very valuable, man, I'm talking about in the hundreds to the thousands of dollars, not $5, $10, 20. That's almost negligible, unless you like, again. So when people say, "Oh, you got to wear gloves," I mean, it's there's really no reason. I've seen plenty of pennies. You see the fingerprints on this? I've seen so many pennies in the holders that have fingerprints like that on it, and they're MS 68, 69, 67. So this here is like an MS 65, 64. And it's in brilliant uncirculated type condition. And it's probably worth about 50 cents. So I paid a penny for it. It's worth 50 cents. So if I could, So to me, that's a great ROI, right? Return on investment. And that's what we're trying to do here. That's what I'm trying to do here also in part. 1960, I think this is a bronze. There's some tin in the 1960, 59, 60, 61 have 2.5% tin, 2.5% zinc, 95% copper. Someone asked me the other day, does that change the weight? No, it does not. It still weighs the same. It's a negligible difference. If it was 50% tin, yeah, it would change. Or 50% zinc, it would statistically change. But 2.5% versus is not going to change it much. Maybe a tenth of a gram or something like that. But again, negligible. The 1960 also comes in a small and large date. So this is not only is it tin, it's also a variety. Which one this is, I have no idea. I would say it's a small date. But honestly, some people know by looking at them. I've never figured that out. So that one's worth 50 cents maybe. It's in AU condition. Here's another mint state penny. Let me tell you something. You can go through 100 penny rolls and never find one looking like this. Like this. This person got these they had a store. And probably back in, I think if I remember correctly, back in the 80s. And then they had their pennies in I guess at the end of the day, or the week, they put their pennies into a penny roll and they just held them, and they brought them back to the bank a couple of years ago, and I got about 100 rolls of their pennies from the bank. And every week or two I do a roll. This one is special again for Joey, our newest member, and I hope you enjoy it. So they probably got some pennies right from the bank. I don't know if there was a bank. I'm sure there was a bank in the town at that time. And these were the pennies they had, and they put some into penny rolls, obviously. I mean, it's just super incredible, man. The condition is super incredible. I'll do short, and that's the other thing I do. I'll do short videos on them. 74, it's another beauty. And I like to do at least 10 short videos a day. And the funny thing is, as beautiful as these pennies are, there are really no errors on them. And that's a shame. I mean, obviously, I'm happy to have the pennies, and they're in such beautiful condition. They're worth 25 to 50 cents a piece currently, and so I'm very happy about that. But what I would do to see a nice die clash, double die strike through, or something like that would have been really nice too. Yesterday's video, I was talking about how, the only reason I really do long videos is for my members, really. I get most of my analytics are from short videos. I guess they just reach a wider audience. Another Carla era. They just reach a larger audience, and they take so much less time and energy. But because of my members and some dedicated subscribers who, leave comments to me like, yeah, I listen to you when I penny roll hunt. I listen to you while I'm driving. I continue to do the long videos, hoping that, you know, the channel grows and stuff like that. One of the last things I'll say that the members get that no one else will ever get, even subscribers, is my members only videos. And in my members only videos, I try to do about one a month. I will probably increase that frequency as things change, especially in my personal life. I speak about that in those videos. Things that I do not talk about on the channel, things that are personal. And so what you have to do is you have to look into the playlist. Okay, you go into the channel, you click on the channel icon in the corner. It says Penny Help Jess. You click on that, and it'll take you to the channel page, the about page, whatever, and it'll have all these other features there. And one of them will be the different types of videos I do. It's called, what's it called? I just said it a second ago. You go to it's called, playlist. It'll take you and you'll see playlists. And one of those playlists is members only. So I don't know how many videos do I got in there. I'm gonna say like 20, probably less than 20. All right, so I got 53 members only. Wow. Oh man, it's just to show you real quick. Where's it at? Coins. Members only. 53 videos. And it's in the playlist. You click on playlist. I had 53. I didn't even know that. So I must have at one time been doing a lot more than I am now. And there are some reasons to that. That I don't feel like I really want to, that I don't feel that the channel content is the place for my personal business. You know what I mean? But when someone becomes a member, like I said, I feel like you're a friend. And I'll share some extra personal stuff with you guys and girls, ladies, gentlemen. Another 69. Nope, no small, no floating roof, no FG. So and I also do giveaways. I have to do a giveaway soon. I know in my last members only video, I said I was going to do it this month. I plan on doing it this month. I have all the addresses for all my members. So if when they win a giveaway, I can send something to them. So my email address is pennyhelpjess@gmail.com, just like the channel name. I check it every few days, once a week. So don't expect sometimes I will respond right away, and other times I won't. So just to know that, okay? And send me your address, and when you win a giveaway, then I'll have your address to send it to you. And of course, any questions you have, send me any. If they're, obviously you can comment on the videos when they come up, especially something that's video related. Then that's the perfect place to do it. Like when I upload this video, right? If you comment on the video, I'm going to see it today or tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's going to be super fresh and recent and relevant. And how awesome is that? Oh, look at this. Oh, we got an error. We have an error. We have an error. Look at this. It's not exactly a railroad rim. It's definitely you know what? So let me do this. Let me go into one of my videos. And this is exactly what I tell you guys to do, right? Let me go to one of my videos. And let me go into the description. I am not And which one is it? I know it's in here. I think it's in here. I don't know it's in here. I'm pretty sure it is. How much a video is? How much a coin? Oh, error ref. Let's go to error ref. It's one of the links in the description. Let's type in rim. This one has like a screw appearance to it. You see how the rim is like screwy? There it's not, but right here, see it starts to. You can see on both sides. So it's a nice arrow. Is it just right there, or is it the whole way around? I think it's a collar error. All right, so I put in rim. Oh, okay. Post striking chamber mishaps, ejection damage, cancel. Crenulated rim. Crenulated rim. That's a tongue twister. All right, yeah, no, we don't have any of that. I don't think. No. All right, so I don't want to belabor the point, but that's one of the ways that I look up errors. So this is either a collar error. It's most likely a collar error. When they say rim error, it's that the error is on the rim caused by the collar, which they usually call a collar error. And that's what I believe we have here. That's a great error. That one might be worth $5. Here's another beauty. Look at these, man. These are so nice. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. This is a special one for Joey. Hopefully we get some more members soon. That's interesting. The only tool that I use is a loop. These used to cost about 50 cents on eBay. Now they're like $5. And I guess a light. I have a light right next to my desk. I'm looking at the whole rim. And let me look at the reverse too. The camera, though, gets such a great zoom that most of the stuff it's all I need. But for something like this, that could be a strike through, could be anything really, to be honest with you. So small, it's almost negligible. Could be a little strike through on the rim. What you're hoping to find is what's called the second strike, or they have other names for it, where the coin flipped over and it got hit again or squeezed again on the and it gave the you see I moved the light. You saw that? And it shows shadow. Okay. All right. So this is episode 534. And I will see you in 535. Thank you all. God bless. Also has another little weak die clash there. And I'll see you on the next one. Let's see which coin am I going to use for the I think I'll use this one for the I'll put the light on too. Here we go. Look at that, man. I use this for the thumbnail. Click.